Why do we stage homes? Why is it important? What difference does it make in our listing?
It makes a huge difference. What we want to do by staging is increase the home's appeal, right? We want to reach as many people as possible. We want to increase the appeal of it by decluttering, making sure it's clean, opening the space up, and allowing people to envision like, yes, my couch would fit here. Yes, my bed would fit here, that type of stuff. What we want to take away from this is the seller no longer lives in this home. We want the buyer to envision themselves living here. That's why it's so important to declutter, depersonalize, and really allow the home to shine in its best light and allow the buyers to envision themselves living here.
And I'm guessing by doing this, not only does the house sell faster, but it sells for more money.
This is true.
So Debbie, what does this process look like? If I refer Pine and Velvet Staging to one of my clients, what can they expect? Walk us through this. What does it look like?
Well, it can look a couple different ways. Sometimes when working with agents, they give us a direct connection to their sellers and we contact them directly to set up an appointment to tour the home with them. I would say most of the time when working with agents, we meet the agent on the property. We do a walkthrough of the property. We kind of assess what needs to be done. Are there any repairs that needs to be done? And we assess what can stay and go. If it's lived in, then obviously we're kind of taking note to what needs to stay and what needs to go. If it's a vacant home, we might be taking measurements. We do a full video so that when we go back, we can assess, what we're bringing from our warehouse. From that point, we go back and we put a proposal together and we email it over to your client or yourself.
So Debbie, do we only stage vacant homes? What does that look like?
I believe every home should be staged. Again, we're targeting our buyers, right? And whether you live in the home or you don't live in the home, we want it to present in its best light. So if you live in the home, we can come in and we do the exact same things. The difference would be is that we're gonna let you know what can stay basically and what needs to go.
So Debbie, what should a homeowner do to prepare their home for staging?
Great question. During that initial consultation, we do talk about that a little bit. We talk about decluttering, right? Depersonalizing, getting in for a deep clean. There might be areas of the home as we're touring that we, need a little touch-ups, whether it's paint, carpet cleaning. So we talk about that a little bit, and then what I do is I take it back, all that information, take it back with me, and I put that in the initial proposal as well, that these are the items that you really need to get done before we come to stage the home.
It can take a lot of stress off the homeowner because
Absolutely.
Preparing a home for sale is a lot of work, and moving and planning all of this can be pretty stressful.
Absolutely. And what we want to accomplish during this process is let them focus on their next steps, right? Going to work, packing, finding their next home, and leave the rest of it to us.
Believe it or not, I think we even have people to help you pack.
We do.
Well, Debbie, it looks great. Let me ask you, who selects all of this furniture and decor?
Yeah, so I am highly involved in the business as well still, but we do have lead designers. So depending on the property, the location, we take that video that we talked about from the initial consultation and we take it back to the warehouse and we start designing, and the lead designer not only picks out the furniture that the guys load up into the U-Haul, and then they come back with them and start setting up.
Here's the elephant in the room. Let's talk about cost. What does it typically cost to hire you to stage an average home here in Portland?
You bet. So we get asked this question a lot. A lot of times people will email and they'll ask, do you have like a menu of pricing? And I wish we did, but no two homes are the same, right? And so whether it's square footage, whether it's design, depending on the rooms that you want to have done, it's pretty tough to give you an exact menu of pricing.
Sure.
But what we do is, you can give me an address and I can kind of give you an estimate based on going and taking a look at it, even just online. And I would say that the average home probably is ranging anywhere from $1,900 to $2,500, depending on size of home.
Well, Debbie, thank you so much for coming and sharing all this wisdom with us, explaining your process and staging this incredible home. I can't wait to see the finished product and the transformation from a blank slate to a beautifully staged home. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity. It was a pleasure. It's always a good time to stage your listings. They're unique. I love them, and you're always open to our crazy ideas. So
Well, we do have fun, don't we?
we do.